Today I'd like to talk to you about a fantastic poem written by Dr. Maya Angelou, and it's entitled Still I Rise. I want to talk about it because I have a very personal relationship with it since childhood. And it's a poem that's loved by many, many people, and rightfully so, because it does its job with minimal fuss. It's very direct. I love the internal call and response. It's like a dialogue you have with yourself, where you're thinking of something people told you didn't like, and then you say to yourself, I'm going to show them what's happening through action. The stark juxtaposition in this poem of being beaten down, but still rising up, and also rising with the improvisatory arrogance of actually making fun or teasing the demons that are tormenting you. It's like the blues incarnate. I love the diversity of sounds in this poem. You have very rough R sounds like bitter and broken, and terror, fear, dirt, and teardrops. And they bump right up against the humility of a very elegant and mannered phrasing like, you may. I think there's also, I love the playfulness of words like sassiness and sexiness and haughtiness. And they become even more exuberant when they're placed right next to and contrasted to the short, terse vowels of cut, of shoot and kill, just words that just get right to it. And then there's the all-encompassing inevitability of a ebb and flow of ideas and the embrace of the deep, dark ocean and the never-ending cycle of passing from darkness to daybreaks, to darkness, to daybreak, to darkness. And you end up going up through the huts of a corrupted history, up past the dreams and the hopes of slaves, to the actual heroic action of rising to freedom. It's a journey that's very specific, in this case, to the Afro-American, but is no less applicable to anyone who confronts bullying, abuse, and anyone who confronts cruelty. This poem activates our imagination. It makes us consider the possibility of progressing from singular heroes of predation to communal champions of symbiosis. People who bring us all together and increase everything we have by working together through co-creation. The very end of my first symphony, All Rise, it was inspired by the conclusion of this poem. I rise, I rise, I rise. I thought about it being like a chorus of individual people saying I rise, thus the title All Rise. Back then in 1999, I was thinking about the universality of what Maya Angelou's message was, what she was saying, and I wrote in the beginning of the song, listen up and hear me sing my song. I'm singing loud and long. Oh, and don't you think that you can steal or feel my song lest you comfort me.